In many respects, Germany is well positioned to be one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. It offers tourists not only a rich history, medieval towns, and fantasy castles, but also delicious cuisine, vibrant cities, and gorgeous squares, cathedrals, and art museums. The experiences you have in Germany will blow your mind and stay with you forever. Haven't you already decided where to go when you visit Germany? Join us as we explore the best of what this beautiful country offers. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you can keep up to date with all our latest destinations. Number 10. Regensburg. There are many fascinating medieval buildings in Regensburg, making it one of the most picturesque cities in Germany. There are several squares where you can relax with a cup of coffee, eat delicious food, or simply people watch among the city's many surviving medieval buildings. To begin your exploration of the city, go to St. Peter's Cathedral, the lone Gothic cathedral in all of Bavaria. Visit the torture room where criminals were questioned, and the Imperial Assembly Hall in the cellar of the town hall, both dating back to the 13th century. The stone bridge, built in the 12th century, is an impressive example of medieval engineering. For Germany's oldest stone structure, check out Porta Praetoria, which was built by the Romans in 179 AD. Dated to 1260, the Goliath House is yet another remarkable medieval structure in Regensburg. Tourists go to see the famous artwork of David and Goliath's fight, which dates back to 1573. The impressive white structure of Walhalla, a hall of fame and glory, rises only a few kilometers from Regensburg. It now houses busts and plaques honoring the influential figures who shaped German history. Number 9. Hamburg. The port of Hamburg is the city's most famous landmark. This massive European port has been serving ships since the 12th century and is considered one of the best in the world. One of the city's most famous sights, the Water Castle, can be found in the city's massive warehouse district. The Elbphilharmonie, often known as Elfi, is an impressive structure that cannot be missed. The intricately curving glass facade of this spectacular concert hall has only been open since 2017. The Grand Hall, designed in the form of a vineyard, is one of the biggest in the world, with a capacity for 2,100 guests. The Cap San Diego, at 159 meters, it is the longest seaworthy museum ship in the world. And the Rickmers, the most beautiful ship in the harbor, are museum ships you can visit in Hamburg. For over 90 years, it sailed the seven seas. The Old Elbe Tunnel, 426 meters in length, connects central Hamburg with several docks and is another must-see sight. It was a technological marvel when built 24 meters below the river in 1911, and now pedestrians and cyclists use it to cross the river. Are you interested in trains? The Minotaur Wunderland is the biggest model railway in the world, with over 1,100 trains and 10,000 wagons. Number 8. Cologne. Welcome to Cologne. This is one of the country's oldest and biggest cities. The Gothic Cathedral of Cologne is 157 meters tall and welcomes more than 20,000 people every year. Beautiful stained glass can be seen within the world's tallest cathedral. Cologne has a charming old town that is full of restaurants, cafes, and beautiful old houses. Take a cruise down the Rhine, one of the world's most popular rivers, and enjoy the breathtaking scenery. Stop by the Roman Germanic Archaeological Museum to learn more about ancient Cologne. A vast Dionysus mosaic from a Roman town villa is among the numerous artifacts here that provide insight into Roman Cologne's culture and history. Go to the Ludwig Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art. It has the third biggest Picasso collection in the world, along with works by other popular artists, including Andy Warhol. Do you want your love to last forever? Attach your lock to the Hohenzollern Bridge, a pilgrimage spot for all romantics in love, and throw the key into the Rhine River. Number 7. Bamberg. Bamberg is one of the most beautiful towns in Germany because of its medieval design and well-kept historic buildings. One of the oldest buildings in Bamberg, the Cathedral Church of Saints Peter and George, was constructed in the 13th century. Inside, you will find the remains of its founder, Emperor Henry II, as well as a sculpture of a medieval horseman from the 13th century that is the most famous landmark in the city. As you walk through Bamberg's historic streets, make sure to check out the old town hall and its beautiful frescoes. They say that the residents of Bamberg were not given any land on which to build their town hall, so they constructed an artificial island on which to place it. Little Venice, a historic district once inhabited by fishermen and known for its medieval half-timbered buildings along the riverfront, is also a popular destination. Enjoy the beautiful views by taking a cruise along the river. Altenburg Castle, built in the 12th century on the tallest of Bamberg's 7 hills, is another famous site. The towering keep was built in the 13th century and measures 33 meters in height. The castle is open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day of the year. Number 6. Munich. Munich, the capital of Bavaria, is a city with attractions to please every tourist. Marienplatz Square is a popular place for visitors to begin their explorations of Munich. The Glockenspiel, depicting pivotal moments in Munich's past, can be seen above the tower. It is also possible to see the famous Cooper's dance from this tower. Walk around Munich Residence Palace and look at how beautifully the halls are decorated. English Garden is one of the biggest urban parks in the world and a great place to relax in nature. It's bigger than New York's Central Park. Do you like cars? Visit the BMW Museum and discover the history of this German automaker. Not only can you see the newest models, but you can also check out some vintage ones too. Munich hosts Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer festival, every September and October. At Oktoberfest, the beer is traditionally brewed at higher gravity, making it stronger, so be careful. Number 5. Rothenburg. Located in Bavaria, Rothenburg is a stunning medieval town that is a must-see on any trip along the German Romantic Road. This city is a photographer's dream, with picturesque views around every turn. The town hall, a blend of Gothic and Renaissance architecture, is an absolute must-see. The views of the old town from its tower are quite breathtaking. Its old town, with its many charming houses, is a major attraction, as are the city's 13th century walls. If you want more German history, the fascinating Medieval Crime Museum will show you how people were tortured back then. You may have heard about the great Christmas markets in Germany. One of the best is in Rothenburg, and you can visit it all through December. Number 4. Dresden. Dresden, sometimes known as Florence on the Elbe, is famous for its beautiful Baroque buildings and artwork. The Frauenkirche Church, completed in 1743 and destroyed in its entirety during World War II, was rebuilt and reconsecrated in 2005 and is now an iconic landmark of the city and a symbol of international reconciliation after World War II. In Germany, Zwinger Palace is among the best examples of Baroque architecture. The Dresden Porcelain Collection and the Old Masters Gallery are both housed here. The latter includes works by Rembrandt and Raphael, among others. The Semper Opera House is the most famous opera house in all of Germany. It was mostly destroyed during World War II, and it took 40 years until 1985 to rebuild it. The Procession of Kings, which is 101 meters in length, and shows the history of the ruling family of Saxony, is another famous landmark. Because the painting started to lose its color, more than 24,000 porcelain tiles were used to protect it from the weather. Did you know that Dresden is one of Europe's greenest cities? More than 60% of its area is made up of forests and green areas. Number 3. Neuschwanstein Castle. King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who was more introverted than his people, ordered the building of Neuschwanstein Castle in 1869. Just weeks after his death in 1886, the public was allowed access to what had been his private refuge until then. Now, over 1.4 million tourists visit the castle annually. Queen Mary's Bridge, Marienbrücke, provides the castle's greatest vantage point. Participating in a guided tour of the inside will allow you to see the throne hall, bedroom, study, salon, and kitchen, all of which are decorated beautifully and equipped with modern technology. It has central heating, flush toilets, and even a phone. The castle was first constructed in 1869, but it was never completed. 12 of the 200 rooms are finished thus far. Number 2. Frankfurt. Frankfurt may be most known as Germany's financial hub, but it also has a number of tourist hotspots. With its spectacular museum embankment of 15 museums, in honor of Germany's most famous writer and poet, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, one of them bears his name. You can tour the many beautiful rooms where he, his sister, and his parents grew up. The 47-meter-tall Eschenheim Tower stands in sharp contrast to the nearby modern structures. It was finished in 1428 and used as a city gate in the late medieval fortifications of Frankfurt. A coffee shop now occupies the space. The main tower, which stands at a height of 240 meters, is another notable structure in the city. Enjoy breathtaking vistas from its observation deck if you are not afraid of heights. Frankfurt is home to some of Germany's biggest and oldest Christmas markets, with some of them having been in operation since 1393. The local specialty, green sauce, is traditionally served cold over hard-boiled eggs and boiled potatoes. Number 1. Berlin. Berlin is not only the biggest city in Germany, but also the country's capital, and it offers an incredible variety of sights to see. The Brandenburg Gate, completed in 1791, is the city's iconic landmark and a must-see for every tourist. On top is a statue of a quadriga that shows the Roman goddess of victory, Victoria, driving a chariot pulled by 4 horses. The Reichstag Parliament building, which was finished in 1894, is another significant piece of architecture that has stood as a quiet witness to Berlin's violent past. The views from the top of the dome are magnificent. The Berlin Museum Island, where a single ticket grants entry to 6 different museums, is not to be missed. The almost 3,000-year-old bust of Nefertiti is only one of the priceless works of art that can be found here. You can't miss what's left of the Berlin Wall and Checkpoint Charlie, which used to be the border crossing between East and West Berlin during the Cold War. Charlottenburg Palace, built in the 17th century and set in a beautiful Baroque garden, is well worth a visit. After suffering severe damage during World War II, it was rebuilt. Germany will take you back to medieval times while you explore its modern cities. No matter what you are looking for, fun festivals, outstanding architecture, or breathtaking scenery, Germany has all of it and much more. It is a popular tourist destination for people from all over the world, and one visit to this stunning location is never enough. If you want a specific destination, please write it down in the comments below, and the country with the most comments will be our next video. Don't forget to check out our newest channel, Relax in Travel, to bring some peace and nature into your life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a good day.